Badalyan, co-founder and managing director of Aventura company. Today my topic is MetaVerse for tourism businesses, tourism industry, but I will pay attention on these three topics. A little bit I will talk about is it a fact or fantasy, and how use the metaverse for the tourism industry, and we'll introduce you our project MetaExpo. Let me understand the clicker how it works. So very short information why we are. We start always with the question why, because we think it's more important than what. Why we are, the Aventura Tourism Developing Agency exists, because we want to make Armenia one of the main destinations in the world, tourism destinations, by implementing best practices, researching and applying innovative solutions for the development of the tourism industry of Armenia. So, metaverse, fact or fantasy. This is about, just a short story about the metaverse, and I even eliminate all my slides about the definition of the metaverse, because starting from this morning, you heard a lot about the definition of the metaverse, the history of that. So I will skip this part. If someone will need my slides, so this part is in it. I will send it. Our team, when we start during the pandemic, when we start to work on the metaverse project that we call MetaExpo project, we have this kind of glasses. We all think that whatever people are and the professionals are talking about metaverse, it's true. But believe me, the 99% whatever you are heard, I mean, just have been introduced to you, it's not true. It is not yet here. And after some kind of researches, of 25 more metaverse-like platforms, because all of them, not all of them are just purely metaverse platforms, applying for more than 10 local and international grants, awards, then we changed our glasses. We changed to another pinky glass, but glasses, but it was still pinky. So our attitude, so what we found out? We found out that metaverse exists, it's true, but it has some temporary challenges. And one of the challenges is that metaverse have been introduced to the wide public not in time, just after the pandemic. That's why when people are starting to think about the metaverse as an event platform, they went there, they organized events there, but the metaverse was not ready for that kind of large-scale events. When people want some emotional things, they went there to organize something, they again didn't get that, and so on. But as I mentioned, these all challenges are just a temporary. And with our team, we had this question very often, actually. Is metaverse now headed to the tech industry's graveyard? What we have decided that no, the play button is still green. So it is just an emerging technology. It is in its very basic level, but metaverse has a future, and especially has a future for the industry that we are working on now. And our industry is tourism. That's why everything that I will talk now or introduce to you, it's only about the tourism industry. So whether you are a believer of the fact or a fantasy model, something is happening around the world now, and that something will change the tourism industry soon. So, metaverse for tourism industry. But to understand how to use metaverse for the tourism industry, we should think about the core principle of the tourism, because without tourism industry relies upon the emotional experiences. Without emotional experiences, there is no tourism. There is some kind of maybe traveling. There is a business traveling, anything but not tourism. For having the tourism product, tourism industry tool, product, package, or anything, you should make an emotional experience for that person. And we have another question after finding out what is the core of the tourism, why something is called tourism and another thing is not the tourism. The question is metaverse now ready to provide that emotional background, emotional experience? We think not yet. Metaverse just now is not completely ready to give that. So how we can get the benefit from metaverse? It exists, it somehow exists, and we know that we can use that in a benefit of the tourism industry. After 3 years of research with our team, with my partner Nune Manukyan, and of course with our team, we found out several potential applications of the metaverse that can be useful. One of these is virtual travel experiences. So metaverse can be offer virtual travel experiences, allowing users to explore popular destinations from their comfort places. And they can be virtual tours to landmarks, museums, historical sites, and so on. And even touristic companies can use VR technology for all this experience. Pay attention to this, because later I will go more detailed about this part, virtual expos and conferences. It can be one of the applications of metaverse for the tourism industry is virtual expos and conferences. And next one is destination marketing. So tourism boards or the companies can have their offices, representatives, make some marketing campaign there, and this kind of virtual destinations can be served as interactive marketing platforms. Virtual travel agencies, again, the travel agencies can have their offices, introduce their services to the larger and wider public. Training and simulations, this is also important. This is mostly for the B2B. 80% it can be used for the B2B interaction, so with the tourism industry workers and the professionals. And finally, why not digital goods and souvenirs? With the Bitcoin, with the blockchain technologies, now everything is possible to have this kind of souvenirs selling with the digital coins, digital money. So this is the applications, potential applications that we think can be used for metaverse. Metaverse can be used for tourism industry. Now I would pay more detailed information to this part, because our project, MetaExpo, is more about this part. All of them are the future of the tourism industry in metaverse. All the other parts or the other potential applications, but this is we can use now. When I say now, I mean for the wide public. I am not talking about the only technological geeks or very rich companies or corporations. I am talking about the technology that can be used by the SMEs, by just the ordinary people. Because today we heard a lot of interesting and innovative and wow stories about the application of the metaverse, but maybe the 80% or 90% of all that stories about the corporations, about the large companies and about the future. But we have something with our team that it can be used now, just for any kind of SME, any kind of small company. So just a little bit story how it starts. My company, Eventura, which organizing Yerevan Wine Days, one of the internationally well-known wine festival and campaign, the main goal of which is to promoting Armenian wine and Armenian wine tourism. For your information, this year we had more than 100,000 visitors, 30,000 of which were tourists. I mean, it's something huge, and we wanted to use the potential of that event in a good way, not only for the wine tourism and the wine producers, but in larger spectrum for the tourism industry as a whole. When pandemic came, we had to cancel our 8-month-long working festival. Can you imagine you worked 8 months on the project and you had to just cancel it because you have no any kind of control or on something which is not depending on your action, and there is no even agency that you can go and explain and say, you know, it's important, I should do this work because I have worked on that project already 8 months. So me and my partner Nune Manukyan on that point just make a quick decision to have a 8-hour-long online festival, which was huge success. But again, we understood that it is not the future of the festivals. We cannot have an online, we didn't know how long the pandemic will exist, and we know that the online festival is something weird and cannot be worked in the future. So we make a research and found out that there are some kind of virtual platforms. On that time, we didn't even know that the name is MetaVerse, or later maybe with the speech of the Zuckerberg, we know that virtual spaces we can call also metaverse. We ordered to the company to make our digital twin of Yerevan Wine Days. This you can see, this is whoever from the audience is from Yerevan or know this part. This is Tumanyan Museum. This on that part is Moscovian, Tumanyan, and the Syrian streets, crossroads of that 3 central streets. So that is real life places of Yerevan Wine Days. At first, 1 year, we wanted just to use this space as a digital twin of our real-life project, Yerevan Wine Days. But after making some research, we understood that everybody in tourism industry in Armenia are in our situation. During the pandemic, there is no other tool than Zoom or video conferencing, and they don't know how to find other tools. But we are already found, and we decided that we will use our platform for a public good. We will use our platform not only for us, for our projects, but we will make it larger. The meaning of that project will be larger. So after that point, we decided to create expos in MetaVerse. Just particularly expos about the tourism. So we will have a platform. Of course, that is a digital twin of real-life event, but it's even doing good, even better to have this kind of interesting interface for the expo. So we will invite Armenian tourism industry players, 100, 120 we can manage to give us booth stands in our place. And we will invite also international tourism industry professionals, companies who have potential interest to Armenian tourism. So the Armenian tourism industry players will have possibility to introduce in the MetaVerse their products, their services to the wider public. Just definition of our MetaExpo, what is it? It is MetaExpo is a virtual expo B2B platform in MetaVerse. This is our real, now we have these two spaces. This is Aventura's MetaVerse office. We make some conferences, meetings and so on in this place. And this one is our expo area, which is not typical expo area, but it's quite sunny and comfortable. This is the QR code, so you can scan and go to our MetaVerse platforms. Before entering, if you're entering first time, and if you don't have avatar from the other platforms, other metaverses, you have to create your own avatar with a lot of 100 options. This is our office place, just quick information for you how it is. I mean, you can create anything by your imagination. This is our imagination. We wanted to have this kind of woody and more Armenian carpet office. And this is expo area. In this expo area now the streets are empty because we didn't yet organize the stands. This is one of the design of the stands. Stands are equipped with this large screen and the downloadable buttons. For instance, the tourism agency can make possible to download their certificates, their price list, offers, presentations, any kind of document that they think the visitor, the business visitor will need. They have screen. On that screen they can show their tours and any kind of information that they like, of course, and they have representatives who are speaking on that language and they have also AI bot as a supporter. I would like to just pay your attention on 4 benefits which we call minimizing waste of using MetaVerse expos, which also in other ways it's also benefits. If you are minimizing the waste of these 4 important resources, this also benefit of your platform and benefit for your users. So there is time, you can minimize the waste of time, financial resources, human resources and natural resources. What is it about more? For instance, we came up with this idea when we thought, why Armenian tourism industry is not fully represented in the international tourism real-time, real-life expos. When we understood the core problem, we came with this idea to also make this part of this waste of the resources as a benefit of the metaverse. I don't know even the time now to to understand to hurry up or not, but I would like to pay your attention also 2 minutes. Okay, thank you. Just quick information that even expos in MetaVerse, we can accomplish also UN Sustainable Development Goals, at least 6 out of the 70s. Just for your information, I will clicking and they will appear. It's gender equality, which is the theme of our today's conference, decent work and economic growth, reduction of inequalities, and so on. This is the 6 ACD Sustainable Development Goals. The maybe very last, just a meaning of my presentation. Why is MetaVerse supposed to become a more preferable platform in the future? We had 2 answers, because the gamers are the future customers, or maybe the future customer is just a gamer. That's why our tourism industry players should start to understand what is the future customer and how they are behaving, and how they want to be treated, because they came from the metaverse platforms, because gaming is actually one of the first metaverse platforms, and they, in the future, they will need this kind of services to be provided in the metaverse-like platforms. Thank you very much. This is me in our metaverse, and you can scan, and this is my LinkedIn account. Make sure to come and to say hello to me and our team, because all of us are in our metaverse now. Thank you.